What up, what up, what up? What up, everybody? What's up? Shout out to the two people in chat right now. I think...
Four.
Hold on. Let's, I made a mistake. I think I put the live stream actually on private. I don't know how I did that, but it's on public now. It's on public now, so we're good. We're good.
Gosh. All them people I promoted to show you on Facebook.
They're probably like, man, what the hell's going on?
Man.
But we all right. We got it. It should be fixed now.
Be all...
What up, y'all? What up, chat? The very few people that are in here. What up, everybody? Hopefully, y'all had a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Crazy weekend happened for us Laker fans. Before we get into that, though, Steven, my co-host, how you been doing, my man?
I'm pretty good. Pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Just pretty good?
Yes.
I don't know. This weekend was pretty rough. So
yeah, as far as basketball, it was ugly. It was ugly. I was forced to watch the game.
Forced?
Yeah, I went out for a friend's 30th birthday, and the TV was right in front of us, and we were both miserable on his birthday. It was bad. It was bad.
Bad, I think, is an understatement, my friend. And just in case some Laker fans do not know, we did end up losing against the Phoenix Suns, one of the worst teams in the NBA. What was it, 108 or 119? Yeah, it was bad.
It was a loss.
But that's why we're here. We're going to discuss all that stuff.
Much to discuss.
Yes. So, to start off the show.
You can't hear who?
Who can't hear what?
Hey, I cannot hear you.
Can't hear who?
I don't know.
Who's saying?
Cap, can you hear us?
I don't even see the chat.
Hopefully.
Anyways, you should be. I mean, yeah, you got everything plugged in.
Oh, you should be good. Let me reset this.
But anyways, Lakers have gone, 2-4, 2-5 since All-Star break. Coming up with some really tough losses against the Grizzlies, the Suns, the Pelicans, the Bucks. Is that ever? It's all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All bad losses. All losses. All the losses we easily could have won. But here we are at 2-5 since the All-Star break, and Lakers Nation is worried.
Or gave up.
I mean, it's justifiable if everybody gave up.
Yes.
But we are still here. We're still going to talk about Lakers. We love our Lakers. Steven, what do you feel is going on with this past couple of weeks? I know we touched base a little bit last week, but let's give a quick recap of what you think is really going on.
From what I observe, I thought it would be the reverse between the youth and the old. It seems our veterans, either they've checked out already, depending on the circumstance. Our youth are playing like they should be, which at this point of where we are is why I think it's bad, because Brandon Ingram, Kuzma, is pretty much, Josh Hart's played a little bit, but those are the primary dudes until Lonzo comes back,
right?
Who have played well, like they whether lapses or not, but they've played well on a consistent basis. It's the supporting cast around them that has been disappointing.
That hasn't showed up.
Is mostly old guys. We got rid of Steve. Wagner doesn't play, and Josh Hart is still recovering from injury. But everyone else are veterans, and it's ugly, man. Like, they don't compete. They're playing like not like a team. And what I've seen so far is Kuzma, Ingram. They don't give up, but three guys can't do it. And you can tell in their minutes.
Right.
Like, they play a lot, but
they've been, 40 minutes?
Yeah.
Over the last 10 games or so?
They're at least 35 plus.
Yeah.
And then the supporting cast are just bad. Like, it is bad.
Yep. I totally agree. I think our signings with Rondo and Lance Stevenson have been key in terms of developing some of our young players that won't always translate on the court.
Right.
But we also need production on the court, obviously.
Bro.
And it's been showing these 10 game, well, this whole entire season, really. You just never know which guy is going to show up, which guy is going to step up. And we used to criticize the young guys on that case, especially you with BI.
Yes.
But
extremely.
It looks like BI has flipped the switch and has figured out his niche in the NBA.
Yes.
I think Kyle Kuzma is under wraps right now. He's slowly getting that way. We still got to remember he's a second-year player. But
yes. That's the tough part.
Yes.
Like, when I hear so many dudes, like, these dudes are still young, man. Like,
yes.
And I was tough on Brandon Ingram for different reasons. But the stuff I hear about them, it's like, you do know these dudes that, like, these dudes ain't been in there that long.
Yep.
Like, Brandon Ingram's probably the one dude out of all where you're like, hey, show me this. But I expect Kuz to be hot at times and be low at times, but it's the effort that I've seen consistently enough. He's still going to take 15 shots a game, which tells me it's just time as opposed to his mind being prepared to compete.
It's more of technical and mechanical stuff for Kyle Kuzma. His mentality is there, and I think BI's mentality is there too. It's just a matter of time.
Yes.
But with back onto the veterans, we have to touch base with who brought in these guys. All right. Just in case y'all do not know, Magic Johnson was the head spear of bringing in these guys.
He was.
And I think he deservingly so needs to take some criticism for this.
What portion? When you say the word some, what's the portion?
Because he did ask LeBron on who does he want to bring on his team. And we'll get into LeBron, but right now I want to talk more about Magic and his flaws as a president.
Right.
He wanted to convince everybody. He did convince everybody that, the Lakers,
including me.
He was a great businessman, let me tell you.
Including me.
He convinced all of us that, Lakers are back and we're going to make playoffs. And it was an exciting time to be a Laker.
Yes.
But as the season went on, more and more fans are starting to get worried about whether this is the right team, whether we're even going to make playoffs, so on and so forth, and even some criticism with the young guys. So with that said, how much of this is on Magic?
I saw a pie the other day, like a piece of pie, and it gave a portion, and 70% was given to Magic and Rob. I'm going to conclude Rob because at the end of the day, you're the general manager. Like, your title still exists. I don't care who you are. So I'm going to give Magic 70%.
Okay.
Because you are the face of our organization.
Okay.
Just like the Boston Celtics, just like the Spurs, everyone has a face. I don't care how big LeBron is. Magic is our guy. You put this team together. Well, people won't say it as much other than only outside people will.
Okay.
But, like, the hometown... obviously we're going to blame Luke, and he does get a portion. I think he does get a portion, but you put the players out there from Lance to Tyson, who was good for 10 games, but it felt good at the time. But we had, about 45 to 50 games left, and so that this is you. Yeah,
and I totally agree. I think Magic needs to – this is one of his blips as being – a president,
yes,
a young president, someone that's never done this before. The formula to play around LeBron has always been shooters, and we didn't get any of that. We got a couple of draft picks that could shoot, but we didn't play them. They're rookies. It's understandable that they don't get much playing time.
True,
but along with that, the blueprint has been set for LeBron James since Miami. You surround him with shooters or 3-and-D guys.
One other playmaker, and you'll win.
And you'll win.
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade, Kyrie Irving. And then you can have your stretch big with Chris Bosh, Kevin Love, and you can win a title.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, we wouldn't be able to have the same. We would have maybe 2 or 3 ball handlers in the starting lineup with Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah.
But they're all still capable players in the league. They would be much better all around players than what LeBron usually has,
True.
especially
but
in
they
his
were.
last season.
I mean, if you compare last year's, they were more talented, but it was our first year, and when you're in Cleveland, it's just LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
When you're in LA, it's the team, the brand,
Yeah.
the owner, the president, the GM, the coach, and LeBron, and the media.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
And that's a whole different aspect that not many people talk about.
Yes, and the personalities
Mm-hmm.
we have compared to over there.
Mm-hmm.
Out there, it was kind of just LeBron. Everybody shut up.
Yeah.
Out here, Kuzma has a voice. Brandon Ingram has a voice.
Mm-hmm.
Rondo has a voice.
Mm-hmm.
Luke has a voice.
People, there are a bunch of players that are still trying to figure out their way as well.
Right.
So
that part is where it's. But I had faith. Man, I was watching the highlight today of Kobe when we were in this position. He guaranteed making the playoffs.
Oh, when he called it, yeah.
And I had that optimism because I'm like, I've seen LeBron do this, blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
But he to some credit, I can't blame LeBron. But watching Rondo, Tyson Chandler, KCP, dudes like that, Lance Stevenson when healthy, they have been bad more times than good.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen air guitar maybe 4 or 5 times, and we've already played over 50 games.
Uh-huh. Mm.
Come on, man.
Yeah. It's tough because you all want to be fans of this team, but it's hard knowing that your president didn't set up your best player to be in the best position. It's hard to know that your president is also not giving your coach the best chance to win this season.
But he's never had a best chance since he's gotten here. One of our better chances when we had shooters, but we got rid of them. We seem to get rid of all our shooters. We had Brook Lopez, we had Nick Young, we had D'Angelo Russell. All moved for different reasons, but we seem to only ship out shooters. Now, we did ship out a young one for another one, which I'm okay with. But we also got rid of, Zubac. Just every move, I don't understand. I try to understand because I'm a fan, but I don't understand. And I thought we would pick it up. Right. In the Rockets game, I was like, yeah, well, but we just suck. We as a whole. And what I've heard, yes, LeBron does need more help, but not for the reasons I think people think so. He need more help, people who want to play defense.
People that know their role.
Yes.
They're more like veterans that are
not here to prove something.
Yes.
They just here to play. Because that team that won, Richard Jefferson, he was a key part, but he knew his role.
Yep. He knew he wasn't going to be no star.
11 minutes. If I play more, that means I'm doing well, but I'm doing my job. But we don't have that establishment, and having 7 one-year contracts isn't going to help either.
I think the 7 contracts on 1 year or not I don't think is as much as a detriment as you think. Yes, it is a problem. It doesn't establish some continuity. It doesn't,
True.
deliver anything necessarily positive for the young guys, besides maybe develop or help development for that 1 year.
But it seems like every move Magic makes works immediately, and then long term doesn't work. So, in many ways, it could be a disaster that if we had made that move with the Pelicans, a quick move for a long-term disaster.
Yep.
Part of me is like, yes, go get AD, etc. But at the rate of what it was for 5 for 1, 6 for 1, long-term, it might be disastrous for us. Because no team wins a championship when you just keep getting rid of everyone. If we're going to build around a 34-year-old LeBron James, you need consistency around that. Because when he is gone, I do not want to be the Phoenix Suns. Or
But the Phoenix Suns
Pistons.
don't.
I mean, in the sense where they made the playoffs that 1 year and the organization let them down.
Oh, okay.
Like right now, they're just adding pieces around Booker as opposed to, now that James Jones is taking over, who I think did the one need they needed was get a point guard. But I mean, in the sense where the organization is just flip-flopping, don't know what we want to do. And if Magic's goal is to win a championship, he looked like he's trying to cheat his way or guess his way because you're just making moves instead of making right moves. for the circumstances.
Do you think that's because, again, it's just his first year?
No, I just
or
think Magic has never been good at anything other than being the starting point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers. My personal opinion, I liked him being president because it was who we were getting rid of.
So getting rid of D'Lo, essentially, is what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was okay with the move. I always say this, can't keep a snitch on your team, LA. I don't care who you are. You can't keep a snitch on your team. But after that move, like when we got LeBron, it was like Magic go time. What you got for us? And then every move after that was like, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy into you because you're Magic.
He's like I said earlier, he sold everybody the idea, the great
business partner, man. Yeah. I mean, all the companies he got. And to fairness, okay, we got injured, etc. We were the 4th seed, possibly moving up. But when we were winning, were we winning for the sake of what was already there, which was the players we had? Because we had issues with KCP early on, or Josh Hart, or Lance Stevenson, etc. LeBron, in a way, LeBron was kind of winning us games, so we ignored still the bad parts of
our team.
Like,
so you're saying we were fortunate to win those games off of bad habits.
I mean, we said when we got LeBron, like, with this team, we should make the playoffs because it's LeBron. But at the end of the day, LeBron's still 33, 34, while Luke was – and we were all Team Luke because he has to develop, keep these veterans in line, and try to win all at the same time. Injuries take part. LeBron's gone. Rondo's gone. Now it's like, oh, develop, but you still got to win. Then you start playing the veterans. Like, it's a complicated position for him. But when you built the team the way you did, like, there are times when we got hurt last year, or when Lonzo got hurt, and then B.I. was playing, we were competing. Yeah. Winning or not, we were competing. We ain't competing in these games. Like, it ain't even competitive. It's competitive when we're losing, and then all of a sudden we come back. The Memphis game, we down 4-5. Phoenix game down 4-5. But we compete whenever. And the weird part, and this is where it's Luke's fault. I was with him for a lot of reasons, but I'm smart enough. I think anyone's smart enough to know some of these rotations are just trash.
Right.
And how long.
That's his biggest.
I'm comfortable with him being fired just for that.
Yeah.
Because that's cost us a lot of games.
Yeah.
It's cost us a lot of games.
His biggest criticism has been lack of focus or lack of consistency. Funny that we brought that up. Lack of consistency with his rotations. Yep. I understand that injuries are a part of the game, but when someone's on fire, I understand that they're not going to play the entire quarter, and you got to take them out. Give them 2 minutes. Usually what he does, he take the young guy out that's been balling, that's been hooping all game,
right?
And they'll sit out for 6-7 minutes, and then by the time they come in, they got no energy, got no gas in them, and they end up shooting 0 for 4, 0 for 3, or whatever the case is, at the last 4 minutes of the quarter, and then we end up losing. There's been a lot of times, which is a great segue that we started talking about Luke Walton. Luke is on the hot seat, no doubt.
It's burning.
There's been many reports saying that the coaches around the league think that he will be fired at the end of the season. For me personally, I've always liked Luke. I will continue to enjoy Luke. I think he has a great basketball mind and IQ, but he's still a young coach at the end of the day.
He is.
He was fortunate enough to coach the Warriors for a while, and when you coach the Warriors and you can win how many games in a row?
24.
I'm sorry, but that's going to, if anything, help your stock out.
Yes, absolutely.
He was one of those dudes that just was fortunate to be in the right place, right time. And I think, again, I don't think Luke should be at complete fault for this. I see a lot on Facebook, a lot of the old heads are saying Luke Walton, Luke's got to go and blah, 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 blah,
He
blah.
does, though. I'm a fan of him. I'm a true fan of his knowledge, but I think he's too slow in his part of implementing. Mm-hmm. So, like, when he says we're only in the first pages of our offensive playbook, I watched the Atlanta Hawks play us first-year coach, and win or not, they have a rhythm and a pace of what you know they're going to do. Mm-hmm. We do not have an identity other than what he says. We're going to play defense and get out and run. That's not going to win anything, and that's probably – I actually believe –
I mean, it was winning games for us.
It was
early.
winning games. No, that's why I still think it was LeBron winning his games. But I'm going back to even last year. It took an Ingram or a specific player to do it together, but they don't necessarily know if it was an actual system, like, you know, a formula. Right. And that's honestly, if you think about the Warriors, it's what bails them out is having the Kevin Durant. On their team, because in a way, when it matters, their execution gets bad. They turn over the ball because it's a free-for-all as opposed to a specific type of system. It doesn't mean it doesn't work because they won a championships, but at the end of the day, so for example, when we watch, yes, LeBron had shooters, but you knew they had double pins and flare screens a lot of times with LeBron or pick and rolls. With us, I don't necessarily know if we run other than we run fast. It's nice to get out and run, but when you're talking about competing against the best teams, sometimes your defense isn't always going to be there. Sometimes your offense just got to get you some buckets.
Right. And
that requires shooters, which is where I still say, like, if Luke's gone, Magic got to go after this year. If you don't improve, if you don't pick your guy and your coach still sucks, you got to go. I'm only going to give you one more year because you haven't picked your guy. You haven't picked this the kind of dude who's going to coach the team I had this year.
Yeah.
So
I meant to post a video today. I unfortunately was not be able to because, you know, computers are difficult. But I was talking about that in my video that if you do bring in your guy, and let's say you just so happen that you bring in the same players. Not saying that it's ideal, but say we do. What does that mean? What does that mean at that point then?
I would like to believe there's some sort of something we believe in where we now just blame the players as opposed to the coach. Because it's not rocket science in terms of basketball. There's a system, you play offense and defense, and your personnel is now on top of that. In the NBA, there's always good players everywhere, but you have to have – everyone's kind of running the same thing. It's just how you want to run it.
Right.
And the personnel you're running it through. And that part I blame Magic because when we had Nick Young, et cetera, they were fun to watch. Nick Young and D'Angelo, losing or not, with Julius Randle, they were fun to watch. With Lou Williams, like – that team was way more fun to watch than this team that I've seen. Right. Just because the competitiveness, the ability to shoot, but we ain't got that. Yeah. And Christmas Day, I loved it, but it didn't feel like, whoo. The one sensation was Zubac. We shipped him out. And I didn't like him.
It took you forever to get like Zubac.
He was trash. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all can be on the Zubac train now. I'm gonna give him his props, but I ain't never gonna be on that train. I know what I saw last year. Yes, I should give him development, and he was young, and I hope he does well. I'm not gonna be no hypocrite, man. I thought he was trash, and I'm glad he got better. But he was our highlight if you think about it. Or Lonzo and Zubac were our highlights.
In a way in this season.
Yeah, like Brandon Ingram he's had some shine, but like he'll have. I don't like quiet 25s. I like. Oh, man, he on a spree right now. He got 8 buckets right now. Like, Lonzo, I don't care what no one say. Lonzo can have 6 passes. I don't care who scored it. You know Lonzo got you the ball. So that's what I mean by the flash in the essence where you can rely on those dudes. You see how much we miss him now.
Yes, we miss him a lot.
I don't care how bad you think he can't shoot. That man's defense is missed. He was a one-hand bandit out there just.
That man's bone bruise need to hurry up.
So I'm gonna give Magic one more shot. I criticize him for this year because you should have gave the best for Luke Walton.
Right.
But you didn't.
Right.
So I'm gonna give you another pass, him and Rob Pelinka. But I need more.
Right. I think every Laker fan should be asking the same thing. Edgar Allan Poe said Luke Walton needs to be a coach in a small market.
Like college, huh? Hey.
I'm not
UCLA,
opposed.
Man.
I think at the end of the day, Luke Walton's going to get another opportunity, whether that's in the NBA or college. That's still left to be said.
Here's why I don't think he will.
in the NBA, or
I don't think he will. If he does, it will only be by somebody like Steve Kerr, because that's the only person I think so.
what about Charlotte?
I don't think so.
Look who their GM is.
Mitch Kupchak.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be his other shop, and they may do well, maybe not, but no one will care.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. It would be tough. Like, I think about Brian Shaw. Like, Brian Shaw still ain't got another shot.
Brian Shaw, I don't think he will ever be.
Yo, who's that? What's up, Sterling?
What's up, Sterling? I don't think Brian Shaw is ever going to be that guy. If you look at all of PJ's tutelages, one of the who has been successful under his coaching
No
staff.
one.
So, I don't think it's anything against,
unless you're with him.
Well, that's Bill Belichick.
No, I'm just saying.
Hey.
Everyone, none of Bill Belichick's coaches are good without him.
Hey,
Neither is the same for him.
hey,
Ty Lue, hey, I'm with it. He won a ring with him.
Ty Lue was a player.
I think he's responding to the Lakers' next coach.
Oh,
I'm with it. As long as LeBron on my team, I'm with it. They were fun to watch too. I didn't actually agree with their philosophy of shooting threes, but they came back and won.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna knock it. Yeah. I don't think he's a good coach. I think he is a good assistant coach.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't like him for that team. So I don't know. I'm still up in the air. I should give him a shot. He won a ring.
Back onto Luke Walton and possible landing places.
UCLA, man.
UCLA is open. Me and Chris were talking about that yesterday on Coast to Coast. Who? There's another team.
Nah, he got to stay hometown, man. UCLA.
No, there was a small college that actually was saying they were on his short list.
No, I'm just
How dare you talk about man.
Hey, Fullerton in California is like
Cal State Fullerton. He'll coach him to a championship. I would believe it.
Oh man.
But I do think that he will still have an opportunity, regardless if it's an NBA assistant coaching or a head coach. Somebody dumb enough to give him a coaching job.
Chat, do y'all like Luke Walton? Somebody will give him assistant coach, but as a head coach, I just don't believe. I believe he's a good guy. Mm-hmm. I think that's why people will like him.
He's more of a player's coach. He's definitely going to have all the players back, and he's not gonna Byron Scott you, as they say.
Like, do you think Byron Scott was a good coach?
I don't think Byron Scott was a good coach.
Yeah, I don't think so. I liked him when he came, because I just like anybody who was Laker pride, because I feel like they would know our system. But clearly, we don't need a guy from our we need somebody from somewhere else.
Mind you, if y'all didn't know, Steven was one of those guys that thought Byron Scott could be the Lakers coach.
I thought he could, man.
But anyway,
yeah, I liked them tough. If you, it's the magic effect. If you play for the Lakers, I'm with you. I'm just loyal to the purple and gold, and it has hurt me, which is why I'm emotionally.
I honestly
stuck.
think an X's and O's guy will probably be perfect for us at this point.
Yes,
because we've run through a shell offense.
Like, watch Denver. Mike Malone is a very good coach. Mm-hmm. He's a he's competitive. I like those dudes who's I like Luke, but I don't know what he stands for. I thought what he brought from the Warriors would be good, but you need the smartest players in the league. Yeah, and you ain't gonna have that, and that doesn't work for a team long term. Like Pop has had all kinds of teams, and they seem to all be competitive. I'm not saying make the playoffs win a championship, but competitive.
That's also a testament to his coaching staff. I think he's always had one of the most underrated coaching staffs that nobody talks about. So,
hey, look, you might have missed it, Edgar, but I already said I was very optimistic because I thought LeBron would pull a Kobe and say we gonna make the playoffs, but obviously I was wrong.
LeBron, not Kobe.
I was right when I was 1-0, and I'm 1-4 right now. We probably gonna be 1-5 tonight because Zubac probably gonna drop 30 on JaVale McGee. But yeah, man, it hurts, man. My optimism is gone.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about our predictions later on, but Edgar Allan Fro also brought up a point that Luke Walton could be a good coach with a young team, which essentially that's where we were last season.
He was great for us. He was great for us.
Everybody enjoyed it. Well, I would say majority because there are still some Lakers stands that are like, get him out of here. Even though we had no expectations or we shouldn't have been winning or being close to half of those games.
Yes,
seasons prior.
True.
So I do believe in different circumstances in an alternate universe. If we didn't get somebody like LeBron James, if we didn't bring in Magic Johnson and Rob Pelinka, and we still had the same front office, I think Luke Walton would probably be having a much more successful season.
Edgar, I'm going to disagree with you on that. He reminds you of Brett Brown. Brett Brown had a trash team. He got Ben Simmons who can't shoot and is getting the best out of him, while a big and Embiid, like he's getting the best out of his teams regardless. You knew they were going to compete. All he needs is more talent. I can't say the same thing for Luke. So Brett Brown still has his job, and he was with y'all when they sucked. And Philly is just as tough as LA when it comes to media and the crowd. Y'all boo quick. So I can't say he's the Brett Brown because Brett Brown has turned that. He's been the same guy. He's just gotten more and more talent. And no one's questioning whether or not, like, if y'all don't make the finals, no, it's not Brett Brown. Y'all just going to need another year or a different environment. It's not the same for us. Luke, sometimes even with talent, makes bad decisions. Playing KCP when he ain't guarding nothing and bricking everything. So I disagree with that.
I totally agree.
So that's tough. I like Luke, but it is time for him to just head a different direction. Be the John Calipari of college basketball.
Wow. That is some. Ooh, you got more faith in him than I do.
No, I'm just saying, like,
Gee whiz.
Bring UCLA back to something special and then start all over. Get your shot again.
Yeah.
But people are still going to watch and be skeptical. They may like you, but they're going to see how you play different guys, how you handle it. Like, are you going to be good with super? Yeah, he was great with the Warriors, but anyone but Mark Jackson would be great with the Warriors. So, I don't know. That's tough.
With a minor segment, we do play against the Clippers tonight. Not sure how the outcome will be tonight, but at the end of the day, we still got a game. We still got to cheer on our Lakers. What do you think is going to happen tonight? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know which team I'm going to get. I mean, Lance's not going to play. Tyson's not going to play. I hope I see more of Wagner tonight.
Okay.
I just want to see only one veteran on the floor at all times.
Only one
outside
veteran?
of LeBron. Like, I don't want to see a lot of Rondo.
You're going to have to see a lot of Rondo because we have no Lonzo.
I hope, like, I like Luke's at his best when he's competitively trying to win and not trying to make the right decisions or guess.
Wait, what?
Like, there are times where when he's in the game competitively and he's making switches and calling different things out, and I don't see enough of that, so I don't know. But when I see Rondo play 26 minutes and he's 1 for 10, you're not trying to win, in my opinion. Like, you just, I don't see why you letting him Rondo shoot 9 threes ever.
Well,
especially when you talking about shoot. That made me so mad.
That's a player.
You retire after
that's a player.
But you coach playing him.
You got to. What other point guard you got?
Man, LeBron, we don't need one.
Yeah, you do.
No, we don't.
When you have LeBron playing as point guard, you got passive LeBron. Last time I checked, I do not like that LeBron. None of us
Ingram
do.
Is fine too.
Remember the last time Brandon Ingram played point guard?
Right. But
what?
I just can't take it, bro. Not 26 minutes. Not 26 minutes. All you need is somebody to bring up the ball.
Yeah, and start up the offense, and that's what Rondo do. So you mean to tell me?
I'll say this in the fourth quarter. He ain't got.
When you're coaching your kids, do you just tell them not to shoot?
I ain't never said that before.
Okay.
He ain't got to play. Him and KCP don't need to play the fourth quarter no more. Unless they in a great rhythm.
I agree with KCP.
They got to be in a great rhythm.
KCP is on that. He's starting to get on that Hennessy level with J.R. Smith. So, I don't know. I can't deal with. I need to bring up this clip. But did you see that play where he turned it over to LeBron and he said Bi was not open?
Yeah, when he was double teamed.
I need to find that clip because oh man,
I didn't see it live, but I saw
it frustrated me, bro. Like
a kid would have threw it off the dude's back of his jersey and went and just went up the court.
Like you said on Twitter, he's not that smart. So,
he's not that smart.
But easily, I mean,
what up, Dre?
Could have easily given him the clip. What is chat saying?
Andre Watson.
Oh, okay. I mean,
the Lakers do suck, bro.
Cap said, I mean, some coaches can't coach superstars. Luke can't coach Bron because Bron looks at him like a peer. Brad Stevens can't coach superstars either.
You don't think Bron looked at Tyronn Lue like a peer?
I mean, I don't know. It's tough to say because LeBron, when playing for Ty Lue, was able to. Ty Lue got the most out of LeBron.
He did.
So I don't know because LeBron, when Ty Lue became the head coach, LeBron all of a sudden was like working out twice as hard now. Like he's posting workout videos. And I mean, his hair was starting to grow back.
That's
like
true.
Everything just seemed healthy for LeBron when Ty Lue came. So I don't necessarily understand.
But it seemed like Bron a bad GM too, though.
Oh, absolutely. We didn't touch base on that. LeBron is a bad GM as well. GM. Okay. Yeah. And we didn't even talk about All-Star break and all that commotion and what it did to the young guys. But not Luke Walton, LeBron James handpicked JaVale McGee, Lance Stevenson, Rajon Rondo, Michael Beasley, Tyson Chandler. Who else am I forgetting? KCP. You know, and I tried, especially during the beginning parts of the season, I was really trying to, you know, deal with what we got and say, you know, if we're going to have these players, let's try and make it work. I was telling people we need to run off screens for KCP. He's a streaky shooter. He's just got to shoot and get out of it. His jump shot was still in jail. But
we got too much of stuff, and it don't work. And Bron know it don't work.
Too much of the same.
He should know it don't work.
Yeah.
They got better when the GM actually did the job.
I think part of it he did know, but some of it he's just like, man, I'm in LA. You know? I done made it.
What's up, Austin? Oh, Austin!
Is that Colts?
What's up, man?
Oh, Mr. Bowling, how you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream.
True statement. He is not. Brad Stevens can't coach him either, but there's no gap. Man, that's true. That's true. I'm not gonna argue that because if my brother or homie, we the same age, coaching me, it is kind of tough to just say yes, coach.
For who?
If I'm the player.
Oh, okay.
So you do that is tough, but I mean I don't know. We are in a tough spot. We are going to be in one of the most toughest spots, especially like pretty much not making the playoffs. You get a draft pick. You got nothing but spots open. Are you going to try this again? Because in my opinion, I feel like Magic will. I just feel like he'll do it all over again.
You know what? We had a lot of injuries. I think we were successful in our first 30-some-odd games.
We traded, like, I hate even the report today before this game. We trade our best center, and now we're looking for a center, which is embarrassing as a GM and president because you're trading what you need.
Don't remind me.
And then you're like, hey, Luke, go win some more games. That's tough.
And then he's gonna be the scapegoat, essentially.
Now I don't know. We losing to the Suns, man. I can't put too much on just the players, man.
Here it is.
Game plan is everything.
I found the clip.
Yeah, let's see if he open.
Ladies and gentlemen, the infamous clip of KCP and his questionable IQ. Here we go.
Let's see if anyone's open.
So, here we go. Wide open.
Oh, yeah.
Wide open.
Should have been the first pass.
And decides, you know what, I'm going to try and give it to LeBron.
Man, that's a big shot.
And we lose the game. Just that quick. Now, mind you, we did have 3 turnovers within those 3 minutes, but...
That's a momentum changer.
Absolutely.
Turnovers, in a way, if you get a stop or some sort, ain't as bad.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's ugly turnovers. Like, good defense, you can't argue, but, bro.
It was rough. I didn't get to actually see that play live, but when I saw people, giving a hard time, I was like, oh, he just dumb. I get it now. I get it.
Man, we all knew that the Rockets game when it was when we lost Zoe, still a close game. James Harden made a tough shot, whatever. Brandon Ingram was like, I got us.
Yeah.
KCP pulled up 6 feet behind the 3-point line and air ball. It took the wind out of our whole stuff like that lasts games. That don't last a moment. Stuff like that lasts games.
Yeah. Yes. I would
So,
have to completely agree.
That momentum game in a game where we were competitive. And it's not win or lose, it's not necessarily for me winning. It's just the way you win or lose. Like, there is ugly wins and there are horrible losses.
Yep.
And
that was
right now I'm over the All-Star break crap. I listened to Shaq today, like, suck it up.
Yep.
Y'all got to hoop now.
Yep.
All-Star break over.
Yep.
So that's why I'm gonna give a shout out, and I'm gonna take a moment to give Brandon Ingram a shout out because he is playing basketball. I'm not gonna say he's gonna be no superstar or anything. He is competitively playing basketball. He's efficient. He's playing basketball. He's what Kevin Durant said. You just get in the gym and play basketball. He's not thinking. He don't care. He just gonna play basketball. Casey would want to be J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith won a ring, bro. So I ain't gonna give him that much credit. J.R. Smith just didn't know the clock. Sometimes I don't know if few other players knew the clock either, because LeBron was the only one. I don't even know if we look at that play, I don't even know if LeBron really knew.
I think LeBron knew.
Oh, maybe.
We might have to.
But he ain't no J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith still got a ring, and he make tough shots. Boy got the IQ of a starfish. It's trash, man. He was the one signing I was upset about, bro. I don't care if it came with LeBron. Like, I would have tricked him, bamboozled him, and been like, you already signed LeBron too late. Because last year I had enough of him. I had enough of that dude. He played better when he was on house arrest.
Surprisingly, this is true.
Man, I can't take that. Can't take it.
And just for our fans here, let's watch this clip right quick.
Just for the sake of it.
Just for the sake of it.
They have the same IQ.
And the game's and the game's
hey,
gone.
that didn't okay.
And the game's
did that that didn't cost them the game though?
Yeah, it did.
No, it did. It's a tie game overtime.
That whole sequence ended the game.
Hey, Chad, y'all think that cost him the game?
that cost him the game.
Oh, that's tough.
I will say go ahead and say that because the free throw miss alone was bad. Let's not forget about that. But then you secure another opportunity.
Man, they in the finals though. KCP.
What that mean?
I'm saying KCP,
what that mean?
We had a regular game. KCP is like, yeah, I thought that was smart. And he didn't even know we have timeout.
I don't know. But back onto the game. Lakers play today at 7:30. It's about
so you got us
40 minutes away. I think we'll lose tonight.
You think we'll lose tonight?
Like
bad?
I don't know about bad. Like, I don't think. I think we'll come to play. We just won't have enough gas.
I don't know. Competitive games, we show up. I think we'll win tonight.
Is this considered a competitive game?
Yeah, man. Patrick Beverly just said we're the team in L.A. They better have read that.
So what?
Okay, that means
it
something.
shows that they're the better team right now.
I'm gonna tell you the only thing I want. I don't care win or lose every game. I want Lonzo back. I just want to see Lonzo play again, so I can see that for Rondo.
Who don't? That's
enough, because this is devastating. But I still think there's light at the end of the tunnel. May not be for playoffs or anything, but for the development of our youth, which is more important to me. Obviously, I wanted to make the playoffs. Obviously, I'm happy I got LeBron. But watching our youth develop, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be pissed if we ship our whole core to just get other bunch of dudes who don't understand the brand. Because our best games, our best teams understand the purple and gold. I do not want a team full of dudes who just care about the back of the jersey.
Okay.
So I want to see Brandon Ingram drop another 30 tonight. Kuzma, figure out what he got to do. Bullock, because I hope he's on the team again. Like, I want to see most of our – I want to say Wagner play. At this point, Wagner should play 17 minutes. Muscala was a mistake. I don't care. He was just a mistake. It's not enough to him to figure out. Like,
I agree.
Wagner's been here long enough. Let him screw up. I'd rather screw up with a dude who's gonna be on our team because I can't take it.
Mo brings a different type of energy that none of our vets can bring. So I would agree. I think I want to see more playing time. Huh?
I think we'll win by like 6. We ain't blowing nobody out, so I think we'll win by like 6.
What about playoffs?
I mean, part of me is optimism because just LeBron, man. I'm the same dude who thought they wasn't gonna win. They was down 3-1. Actually, I did think they would. When Draymond got suspended, I actually thought they would lose.
What?
I thought they lost all momentum after that suspension.
Yeah.
I didn't know they would win in Game 7 because it was at home, but I'm optimistic still. My 8-2 is thrown out the window, but I don't know, man. It's just hard to believe LeBron not in the playoffs. Come on, LeBron. Come on.
And I know all the Lakers stands are. I know they're all cheering for.
They're not out the playoffs because the Kings are helping us out. But winning tonight puts us in position to just be a game closer.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of games left. It's just tough when you see us lose
to these
some.
Bad
We've lost 11
teams.
games to bad teams, and
we win those 11 games. We don't talk about if we making playoffs or not.
For sure.
So,
but maybe we can outscore them tonight. But I just know the Clippers gonna come play tonight. Zubac gonna prove to why we shouldn't let him go.
What does R. Kelly say? My mind's telling me no.
It's not a good time to mention R. Kelly. It's not a good time to mention R. Kelly. Man. Like, not ever. Man, I was in the car the other day and I was looking at my playlist and it was like, I was about to sing a song. It was Happy People, and I was like, dang, this ain't even comfortable, man. I got a daughter, like, this ain't even comfortable. Like, I don't want to be mad while trying to bob my head to the song. Like, man, it's R. Kelly, so it's not a good time.
All right, y'all. We are concluding our show. We are getting towards the end. Again, the Lakers do play at 7:30.
I agree with Delano.
What do you say?
I think focus less on playoffs and more winning games. Yeah, I hope it's more development and at least competing. Like, get to the core of our foundation of just competing and winning. Winning be the result of at least competing as opposed to watching the seed, etc. Like, I actually like that LeBron is posting him listening to music, etc., etc. Like relax. At this point, we know we suck. So just figure it out. Figure continuity because you believe you should be wearing this jersey, and I'm putting you in position to not have to trade me. Because that's what Brandon Ingram doing. Brandon Ingram saying, like, you trade me, this is your loss.
Yeah.
Kuzma, like, Josh Hart, he I don't know what we're going to get out of Josh Hart. I like, period.
You know, Josh Hart made his first 3 in, like, a month and a half. Like,
and he looked sad he made it. Like, he was like, dang.
Yeah.
Who he play for in No Wrong Show?
Yeah, he's talking about on Coast to Coast.
Oh.
Chris got me playing these dumb games.
Was he bad at it, Delano?
Man, I got 8 out of 10. That's all I'm gonna say.
Edgar, you can't say stuff like that in the chat, bro. He can't be the Pop Piper no more, bro. That's just no. I am a father of a daughter, and he cannot be any of that. He is out of here. Somebody gonna get. I'm not even repeating that last guy, man. I am not repeating that.
But that is it. That is our show, y'all. Thank you for the 6 that showed up. I appreciate you guys.
Hey, 2 things. Tell somebody just to come join in. Like, subscribe, put a reminder. We're gonna be here every Monday. Always gonna be something to talk about just because it's the Lakers. The day we fire Luke. The day Magic gets in the free agency, the day we may go on a win streak or go on a continue this losing streak, something to talk about. Spread the news.
Yes.
News.
Like
it's
the
gonna
man
get
said.
cracking. You want to be around when we on ESPN or Fox, wherever, or just still here making money.
Like the man said, like, share, and subscribe if you already haven't done so to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Stephen greatly appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
But tune in next week. Hopefully, the Lakers get a win tonight. If not, we'll still be here next week talking about it. So, hopefully, y'all have a great Monday, great rest of your week. I'll be seeing y'all Sunday. Y'all be seeing Steven Monday.
Peace.
And we are out of here.